Hi guys. So today we are going to discuss about React Native test app from start to deployment. So why to use React Native? Well, so React Native is a popular framework for building mobile application and there are several reasons why developers choose to use it. So the main features are cross-platform development, native performance, reusable components, large developer community, hot reloading, and it's backed by Facebook. Let's understand what are the prerequisites before proceeding further. So here we need one Android emulator, better to be Android Studio to be installed, or it will be nice to have an Android device, but you need to remember Expo app should be installed in either emulator or Android device. Apart from that, we need one iOS setup, iOS simulator or iOS device with Expo app installed. So next one is for web development we need a browser. Chrome is preferred. So for tools we need Visual Studio and Node.js to be installed, and the language should be JavaScript. So for our development we need either Expo CLI or React Native CLI, and for now we'll proceed with Expo CLI. Let's go and install Expo CLI. So for that we have to use npm install -g expo CLI, G for global. Let's go, and after that if you want to create the project, React Native project, so for that we have to use npx create expo app and my app. As per like the app we need, we can use that. So let's copy this command and go to our Visual Studio. We can drag it to see the terminal window, and here we are going to type npx create expo app test, and mine is test React Native, so test rn. So here I skip the first step because it's my system that React that Expo CLI is already installed, so for me I don't need it. So let's see where I am in the path. So it's in my folder. I'm going into my development folder, and here I'm going to execute the command npx create expo app test rn. Yeah, you can see the test run rn folder created here, and it will download the respective dependency packages. Yes, now it's completed. It will take some time, and after that you can see npm run Android, iOS and web. Before that you have to go to that folder, or you can open that folder using Visual Studio open window. So now I open the project. So here before proceeding, so we can check that how, like after running in the simulator or emulator, we can check that. Running in the simulator or emulator, we can check that. Yeah, to make sure here in our simulator and emulator, the Expo app should be installed. And yeah, let's see this. Yeah, in here Expo app installed in both iOS and Android devices, virtual devices. So now I'm going to start the application. For that I have to run npx expo start. So here it will give me the option like whether you want iOS, Android or web. For Android it's a iOS I, and for web it's W. So first I'm going to execute in iOS first. Yeah, it's done in iOS simulator. So after that I'm going to run in Android. So I typed A, so for Android. So now it's going on in Android. Yeah, you can see the same thing here in Android emulator. So after that it's time for web. I typed W, but seems there are some packages missing like React Native web and React DOM expo metro runtime. Let's install it. So that React Native web installation is going on. So after that I'll install the two packages, React DOM. So I just copied these. I'm going to install it. Yeah, it is done. So next one is expo metro runtime. So I started it. Yeah, all these packages are done. Now I'm going to start from web. So it is in progress. So once it will complete, we can go to browser and see the output. Yes, it is done and it's running in the browser with localhost 8081 port. So now we can see all these three like iOS, Android and browser at one place. Let's come, I can assemble in one place here and we can see all at a time. So yeah, it's browser, Android and iOS virtual devices all are placed there. Now we are done with the first step. Let's go, just let's change the color and to see how it's behaving the hot reload. So I just change the background color to yellow, maybe, yeah, yellow. So it's updated in both the simulator and emulator, but it's not updated in web. So for that let's reload again for web, as maybe hot reload is not updating that much fast in web. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, it's updated in web. So you can see this color changes are reflected everywhere in iOS, Android and web. So we are good with now, without changes, and we are able to install in all the three virtual areas. So now it's time to deploy in Expo dev server. So this is where the commands you can see, like first we need to have a Expo build setup in our local. So this is the npm install -g escli. So as in my system is already installed, for me I'm not going to install again. I'll directly go with es login. So let's go to the Visual Studio terminal. So there I can use that es login to log into that Expo dev account. I am providing my credentials, so it will log in. Yeah, login done successfully. So after that you have to configure this ES build configuration. So so once it is done, then we can go with here asking for like to create a ES project for this my account. I'll go with ES, and here is asking is do you need for all devices or only iOS and Android. So I'll go with all. So then after that we can see what else we can do. So here for build we have other commands like es build platform Android, es build platform all or iOS, but these are basically for app center, sorry, app store and Google Play. We are not going in that route, so we need for local development. So for that we'll use different command. So before that we have to do one setup, like it's alright. For Android we have to use Android and as a key, key as APK. So that I updated in my code. Now it's time to go and use es build -p Android profile preview command. So from here only it will start deploying our code to Expo dev server. So as it started there, you can see it started. Yeah, it's waiting for bundle identifier. I provided this, and I started this like generating Android key store. I'll go with yes. Then after the process will start from here. So it's taking some time. Yeah, it's already started. You can see one instance in pipeline. So refreshing here, yeah, it's in progress. You can see test rn. Yeah, it's done now, and you can see one QR code, and another one is install in simulator with using yes or no. That QR code we can use it for device in a camera. We can scan it and we can download this application, or from here we can go inside and we can download the IPK file. Once APK file download is completed, we can install in simulator or Android emulator or Android device. Now I'll go with this process, install and run Android build on an emulator. It started, and you can see that app is installed in Android emulator. Yeah, we are good as of now. Let's see, once it is done I can show both Expo app and the Android uh, test RN app in the Android device. Let's go back then. So here you can see Expo app in the second line, second column, and the test RN app in the last line, first column. So both the apps are installed and both are working. So we are good here. So what I can do is I'll uninstall this app and I can use the APK file to install, as there are two ways we can install using Expo. So I'm going to, yeah, here I'm doing some changes, some color change just to see updated. Yeah, let's go to the APK file. I'm dragging drop this APK file to Android emulator. It's installing, in progress. Yeah, it's installed. Let's open this app. Yeah, it's you can able to see the changes. It's working. As it's done, let's go to iOS setup, and you have to iOS, you have to use simulator equal to true, and the same way the commands are similar, we can use it for iOS. And let's go to Visual Studio after this. And again, here these commands are, the last command is for App Store. We no need to go in that, we have to again go for local build. So let's just take this code iOS and simulator equal to true and override with the Android build type APK. Yeah, so yeah, this is done now. So let's go and run the similar set of commands for iOS. So now I'm running ES build configure for iOS. So again it will ask once installation is going on. So, and after that we can go with ES build command, build preview command for iOS. So let's take this command from here and run it here. Yeah, here also I have to do for all devices. Again I'm running this command from here, only it will start deploying this code to iOS in our Expo dev server. So you can see one iOS instance here on top of this Android, and here once it is done we can go and download this IPA file. Yeah, it's downloaded. But first let's install from here install, and we can use this code for device, and for simulator we can go with simulator install. The last command here, install and run the iOS build on a simulator. I'll make ES here. So after that we have to go to iOS simulator and see once it is done. So let's make Y for now. So downloading it. Yes, it's installed in iOS device now, iOS simulator now. Oh, this was Expo was open. Okay, fine. Let's wait for some time. It's in progress. Yeah, this is done now. It's launched, and you can see both Expo and TestRN app in simulator. And in the same way, I'm going to uninstall this TestRN and I'll drag drop the IPA file here just to test it. And you remember this I I'm extracting this as it's in a GJ format, so I'm extracting it to build APK IPA. So once this is done, I can drag drop and see the same. And remember, this will work for simulator only, and for device it should be with proper profiles and certificates. For that we need a Apple developer account with $99. So for that you have to pay, otherwise we can use it for simulator. Yeah, it's working now. Thank you guys.